On November 7, 1983, the front page of the Fresno Bee featured a story that appeared to literally burst out of the paper. Community hails Mr. Fresno, Leon Peters. Just over 2 weeks later, at the age of 78, Leon S. Peters passed away, prompting a wave of memorials and remembrances. Some even proposed naming a mountain after him. What kind of man inspires such an outpouring of praise and admiration? He was not a political leader or a celebrity entertainer. Rather, Leon S. Peters was a devoted citizen, someone so dedicated to his community that he excited others to action. His friends and colleagues described him as amazing, concerned, exceptional, a good person, and a giant of a man. In 1896, 9 years before Leon's birth, his family arrived at Ellis Island from Armenia. The Bedrosian family, as they were known, changed their name to Peters to avoid discrimination. Decades later, Leon reflected on the change. "It doesn't make a bit of difference," he said. "I know I'm Armenian. Other people know we're Armenians. It doesn't make any difference if the name is Armenian. We are all Americans." The Peters family immigrated to California's Central Valley, and on October 28, 1905, Leon Samuel Peters was born near Fowler, California. He would be the eldest of Samuel and Lily Peters' 5 children. Leon spent his childhood in the community of Fowler, helping on the family farm, attending school, and eventually graduating as class valedictorian from Fowler High School in 1923. Peters never earned a formal higher education, and always aware of the deficiency said, "When you lack something, you try to make it up with something else. All I had was hard work." Peters never lost sight of this guiding principle. In 1929, while negotiating the price of an electric pump for his family's farm, Peters impressed a sales manager so much that he was offered a job selling irrigation equipment to Valley farmers. Peters accepted and soon began working at Valley Foundry. Valley Foundry primarily manufactured pumps and water systems for the agriculture industry. But in 1933, with the repeal of alcohol prohibition, the foundry began specializing in equipment for wineries. Peters learned mechanical engineering on the job, and in a period of a few years became sales manager, earned his professional engineering license, and finally purchased Valley Foundry in 1940 from its owner, S.P. Keithley. With the outbreak of World War II in the early 40s, the foundry, now owned by Leon S. Peters, began producing military equipment. Peters organized more than 30 other small businesses up and down the Central Valley into a cooperative known as Central California War Industries. In all, this collaboration produced more than $11 million worth of defense equipment, earning an exclusive Army-Navy Achievement Award. The cooperative also highlighted Leon Peters' extraordinary ability to assemble others to a greater cause. It was during these busy years that Peters met and married his wife Alice. Over the next 40 years, the name of Leon and Alice Peters would become a symbol of Fresno's community spirit. After the war, Peters became increasingly involved in the community. He felt grateful for his successes and wanted to give something back. "I could see that I was really reaping the benefits of others who preceded me," he explained. "They had dedicated their energy to this community and made a place for me to come and have the opportunity to succeed. It became important to be able to do something for this community and for future generations." On multiple occasions, Peter told his younger brother Pete, "You can't take everything out of a community without putting something back in." Peters joined the Fresno Chamber of Commerce and Rotary Club, taking leadership positions in both. In 1949, he was invited to join the board of Fresno Community Hospital, beginning his 3-decade commitment to what he would come to refer to as his hospital. By 1955, it was apparent that Fresno Community Hospital had outgrown its current facilities. Patients were lying in beds in the hallways, and many were turned away because there was no room for them. The hospital board of trustees devised a massive expansion plan and set about raising funds. Peters was selected to lead the fundraising committee in an effort to raise more than $1.5 million. And in order to qualify for state and federal grants, that money would have to be raised in just 1 year's time. Under Peters' leadership, The hospital collected contributions for corporations and individuals in Fresno and the surrounding communities. The contributions grew, and the deadline loomed closer. On June 29, 1956, one day short of the deadline, Peters announced to joyful volunteers, "Folks, we have made it." The 5-story hospital addition was completed in 1958. The following year, Leon Peters and his wife Alice established the Leon S. Peters Foundation, which would go on to contribute more than $16 million to a variety of community causes. Alice Peters later explained, "Leon and I didn't have any children of our own. This is our way of leaving a legacy." Leon Peters saw Fresno Community Hospital through other expansions in the 1960s, while continuing to serve other causes, including the YMCA and Boys Club of Fresno. Peters served California State University, Fresno as a member of various college boards. He contributed to the growth of the School of Business and was instrumental in the funding and construction of Bulldog Stadium. He was often seen at Bulldog games wearing his signature red beret. "Many times I wished I'd gone to college," Peters said, "and that's one of the reasons that I appreciate the university. Even though I had a measure of success in my efforts, I know I would have received more out of life with a higher education." Peters devoted much of his life to supporting community causes, though he never sought the praise or recognition that came with it. Margaret Finnegan, Peters' executive secretary for more than 30 years, said, "He is happiest when sharing his good fortune with his community. He's most grateful when he's in a position to help others." She would later remark, "There could not possibly be another man whose award plaques overflow from an expansive office into his bathroom." In the final years of his life, as cancer slowed him down, his friends and associates continued to make known just how much Peters meant to the community. And even today, the legacy of Leon Peters continues in Fresno. It is in the Leon S. Peters Building at Fresno State and the Leon S. Peters Rehabilitation Center at Community Medical Center. And although that mountain peak didn't ever come to bear his name, the annual Leon S. Peters Award, presented by the Greater Fresno Area Chamber of Commerce, honors community members who uphold the values Leon Peters exemplified: hard work, honesty, loyalty, and a commitment to the community. In 1982, in a letter to Peters, his close friend Charles A. Looney wrote, "In Fresno, many give of their time, and many give of their resources. Very few do both. To the best of my knowledge, no one, absolutely no one, does both as graciously, as generously, and as quietly as you. You are truly one of Fresno's finest." Every community should be fortunate enough to have a Leon Peters, one of the good guys. The most valuable lesson I received from my brother was, "This community has been very good to our family, and we must give back to the community."